Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to part 3 of the 5 foundations of Islam and its summary. Today we are going to look into the third pillar of Islam, which is known as Zakat. Zakat is a powerful expression of social responsibility and compassion. By giving a portion of your wealth to those in need, Muslims purify their earnings and help to reduce inequality and poverty in society. Zakat derives from the Arabic word zakah, which means purification and growth. It refers to the mandatory almsgiving that a Muslim must pay annually on their wealth, provided they meet certain conditions. This act is meant to purify one's income and wealth from selfishness and greed, whilst also supporting the community. So the big question is, who is zakat compulsory upon? Zakat is obligatory on all Muslims who meet the following criteria. Number 1, being a Muslim. The payer must be a Muslim. Zakat is not required for non-Muslims. Number 2 is ownership. The person must fully own the wealth on which the zakat is due. Number 3 is nisab. The wealth must exceed a certain threshold known as nisab. The nisab is a minimum amount of wealth that one must have within their possession before they are obliged to pay for zakat. This nisab is often calculated based on the value of gold or silver. Number 4 is the wealth must have been in the possession or the individual's possession for a full lunar year, Islamic year, before zakat becomes due upon it. Number 5 is beyond basic needs. Zakat is only required on wealth that is beyond the person's essential needs, such as food, clothing, housing, and transportation. So how do we calculate our zakat? The rate of zakat is 2.5% of one's saving and wealth that has been held for a full lunar year. Providing it exceeds the nisab threshold, this applies to cash, savings, gold, silver, investments, and business goods. Who are the recipients of zakat? Zakat can be given to the following categories of people as specified in the Holy Quran. Number 1 is al-fuqara, the poor, those who do not have enough wealth to meet their basic needs. Number 2 is al-masakin, those who are in need, the needy, people who may have some wealth but still struggle to meet their needs. Number 3 is zakat collectors, those who are appointed by the Islamic authorities to collect and distribute zakat fairly. Number 4 is those in debt, individuals who are in debt and unable to pay their debt off. Number 5 is travelers in need, people who are stranded or in need whilst traveling. Now we must ask ourselves, who can't you give zakat to? So while zakat is intended to support those in need, it has specific guidelines regarding who can and cannot receive it. The following individuals or groups are not eligible to receive zakat. Number 1 is direct family members, parents, grandparents, or other ascendants. Number 2 is children, grandchildren, or other descendants. The reason behind this is that one is already responsible for the financial support of their direct family members. Zakat is meant to assist those outside of the primary financial obligations. Then we have our spouse. A husband and a wife cannot give zakat to each other. The financial support of the spouse is a responsibility within the marriage and should not be fulfilled through zakat. Then we have the wealthy. Zakat is not meant for those who are financially well off or have sufficient means to meet their basic needs. The wealthy or those who possess wealth above the nisab threshold are expected to give zakat and not to receive it. Then we have the non-Muslims. Zakat is specifically an Islamic obligation meant to purify the wealth of Muslims to assist fellow Muslims. Therefore, it cannot be given to a non-Muslim. However, other forms of charities such as sadaqah, etc., can be given to non-Muslims. And then those who will use the zakat for sinful activities. Zakat should not be given to individuals who are likely to use it for sinful or harmful activities. as this would contradict the purpose of zakat, which is to benefit and uplift the community. Then we have debtors who incur debt from sinful purposes. While zakat can be given to those in debt, if the debt was incurred for sinful activities, it is discouraged to give zakat to such individuals unless it is to help them repent and reform. Now, these restrictions help ensure that zakat is used appropriately and benefits those who truly need it in the way that aligns with Islamic principles.